Hey guys, what is up today? This is Dalsu, and Dalsu is playing a little bit more Banished with the Colonial Charter Mod, and I have to confess that I'm slowly growing obsessed with this game. I'm starting to see little figures chopping wood in my sleep. I don't know if that's a healthy infatuation to have, but there it is. So we're going to continue on playing this, and I'm starting to get pretty comfortable with where we are. There was a while where we were very worried about our food. But now that we've got these cabbages as they're pronounced in French, I believe, we have almost a little over 11,000 food, which is enough to keep us in victuals for a while. So I'm not too worried about that right now. And what my prerogative is at this point, I believe, is just growing more people. We need a healthy crop of youngins up right now. That's all we really need. If we get that, everything else should be good, as long as we can balance the food with that, and the firewood, and the clothes, and the tools, and all the other things that these people use. I also did a lot of research about what we need to make bricks. If you remember, I had queued up this brickworks. We're not going to be able to even use it yet, because apparently we need to make fuel. Now, firewood itself doesn't work as fuel. There's a building in here which I'm not going to click and look for right now, because it'll take me 10 minutes to find it amongst all the buttons. But there's a building that uses, I believe it just uses wood and burns it down into something more concentrated. I don't think it's the same as coal. But we're going to figure that all out. What I'm kind of getting now from all this research that I've done is a lot of times you just have to build the damn thing, and then you kind of have to backtrack. Once you build it, it'll kind of tell you what you need to put in it. And that's probably a better method than just researching everything. I mean, even though I've played this game through a few times, just keep in mind that this mod is loaded with content, and I mean, there's a big map I looked at today of all the different things you can build, and it's just overwhelming. But I love it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore this mod. It makes this game just so much deeper. Okay, I'll quit my rambling, and I'll go ahead. Wow, that was a quick transition to snow there. As soon as I press play, the snow was just all over the ground. Okay, I guess we had a frost, right? So that's fine. Now, looks like we're actually getting some leather and some beef, finally, from our cows here. I don't know why it's laying on the side of the road or whatever, but that's the way things go down here, apparently. So this episode, let me think about priorities here. Houses, 4 houses probably, 4 houses at least. What else? Frankly, I would just be happy with 4 houses, really, because I'd like just more people to keep on coming and fill up our schoolhouse. Let's get 25 students in there at the same time. That would be a thing, wouldn't it? We need 3 builders, I guess, for some reason. Oh yeah, to build this thing. This brickworks here. It's going to be great once we get bricks. You can upgrade all these buildings. I also researched, now I'm not sure about this, but remember how we need whale oil in order to build candles to extend our mines? Apparently whale oil is just one option. Apparently we might actually get what's called tallow, and we might actually have some already. Probably not. Yeah, we do have tallow actually. So that tallow actually combined, maybe, now I'm not sure about this, but maybe combined with the wax from an apiary, we might be able to do candles. We might. But we're not going to be able to do anything until we get this labor here up to 10. That's what I want. So let's go ahead and queue those up. Now, I'd like to do stone houses. It is a little taxing on our resources, especially our lumber, which apparently we have none of right now. So before we do that, let's queue up some serious lumber chopping. Yeah, get to chopping down there. My 3 laborers, who will soon be 6, as soon as this building's done, which should be relatively soon. Looks like they're hitting it right now, hitting it with the hammer. This guy's got a nice vest on there. Nice vest. It's a fashion J. Crew. I bet he's got a hipster beard as well. Okay, so let's pause the game, and we can see now. We need furnace fuel plus clay, which we have the clay, but we do not have the furnace fuel yet. So I'm just going to put a pin in this. I'm going to tell it to just kind of sit there. I'm glad that we have it, because we're going to kind of build up to it. We're going to get furnace fuel, probably not this video, but next video. Yes, I know, it's a long wait. It's a delayed gratification kind of a game. What can I say? It's not like a run and shoot the guy in the face, League of Legends, get the triple kill, whatever kind of game. This is like a, oh, I'll plant cabbages and I'll have stew for 2 years from now. Yeah, it's that kind of game. So if you were expecting something else, I don't know, maybe check out my Darkest Dungeons Let's Play, because that's been getting really exciting lately. Not to plug myself in my own video, but that was pretty thrilling. Firewood is consuming all of our logs because, of course, we told them to, because, of course, we've been using that for trade for quite a long time. How are we doing with these cows? I'd like to see my barn filled up with sausages. Wow. It's getting there. It's not filled by any means, but we got beef, we got sausage. I wish I could just, like, glance and see how leather was, but I don't. I don't see any leather here. Is there leather in here? I don't see any leather. Apparently you get leather from cows. That's what they tell me. I haven't seen it like actually happen that way, but okay, we've got a merchant and our builders are done. Let's take them out and pause the game. What do you got for me, man? What do you got? This is the livestock guy. He's got some chickens. Man, the chickens are pretty cheap actually. Unfortunately, we haven't really been using this trading post and we don't have anything in there. So we'll probably let the chickens pass. I mean, if it was like cotton or something, I would grab it. But we still have hemp we have to plant and a few other things. I also found out that if you actually sell clothes, you can get a lot more money than you can for your firewood. But I don't want to sell clothes because I need my clothes. He's just working with leather right now, huh? You could also make shirts with reeds and feathers. But if you want the more advanced stuff, we need some cloth, man. Alright, we'll go ahead and unpause the game now. We've got 8 laborers at this point, which is great. I think I'm going to filter a few of them into stonecutter and another into miner, since we've got so many. That's great. That's great. Okie dokie. We've got 6 now, which is good. 7, a good number to have. Starting to grow a bit. What do we want to do with them? I mean, I like the idea of another forester, like maybe in here. Are they still gathering that iron I told them to gather, aren't they? Okay, we'll just leave them as laborers right now because it seems that they have quite a bit to do and a lot to gather. I'm glad I have these extra stockpiles. Those are kind of money. It's good to have like a nice stockpile in the center of town and then like peripheral stockpiles. That's a very drunken sounding word for those of you who are questioning my sobriety right now. Peripheral. If you can say that, you can pass a DUI test. No problem. Ullis has become an adult. Yeah, we're starting to get the population booming now. Booming is a bit of an overstatement. We don't want to grow too fast. We don't want to outgrow, like, I guess the graves like go away after a while and you can replace them. That's interesting. I didn't know that graves did that. Hasn't been that long. I'm pretty sure there's still 20-year-old graves in the world hanging around. Okay, we got a seed merchant coming up. We'll see what he's got for us. We do have the firewood to trade, good sir. So what do you got? Just the sheep. Oh, sheep will create wool, which we can use. Let's just check on this here. Wool itself will make a wool coat. There's not really a way for me to tell definitively that wool is better than hide, but you can kind of assume. I mean, what would you rather wear in a cold winter time? So we'll keep them on hide leather, but we are going to buy these sheep for sure. For sure. We have the firewood to do so. We have the technology. I'd like to buy 2 because they'll be able to mate, right? I think. I'm not an expert on sheep things. Alright, great. We're overpaying a little bit, but no big deal. We'll go ahead and do that trade. And I think we will create a sheep field. Where do we want to do that? This whole area is off limits, right? But I feel like we could start expanding over here-ish. Let's queue up some choppy chop. We'll just do remove resources. And we'll go like this. And then as we get kind of farther away from the forester, we'll go like this. So that'll just clear a big area, and hopefully we'll be able to do some sheep there. Just kind of clear all around. I know I'm going a little crazy with the brush here, but I like some more space, really. I I don't really want to cross the river right now. It's too far away anyway. You want to keep things kind of centralized. By the way, we need to upgrade our path. Speaking of, if we upgraded our paths, we could kind of expand out quite a bit. I'm thinking of this being like the main street and just keeping on trucking out this way. Did I just see a tree fall by itself in the forest? And I think I heard a sound too. So, if you have any angsty questions like that, Banished can answer them for you. Alright, how about a couple houses? Since we're like on the cusp of this population boom. My food is going down a little bit, but that's because it's been a long time since the harvest. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on that, keep an eye on our firewood. Clothes are good, tools are good. Why not? Why not more people, I say? So let's do 2. Let's do 2 stone houses. More warmth than wooden homes, of course. We will turn it around. I love that I measured this block out so precisely, because I can just expandify whenever it doth occur to me to do so. So yeah, we're gonna queue up maybe just 2 builders, because the laborers have a lot of work to do, you know. And as long as we keep an eye on our food, we ought to be alright. We do have sheep ready to go. They should provide food as well as wool. How's our barn? Could probably do with a barn out here, I'm thinking. Why don't we do a stone road? Because this is going to be, I think, starting to become a very important thoroughfare. Alright, we'll do it to here for now. That'll give the builders their work. And once that's done, what am I thinking? Maybe sheep field, a barn, and then a hemp field maybe. It's kind of the direction I'm currently leaning. Our food still seems pretty secure. I think we're getting quite a lot now from the cows because we're slaughtering over 15. And that's going to give us a lot of sausage. It's going to keep this butcher very busy. By the way, did we ever figure out how this worked? We built this like right back at the beginning of the game, and we've been kind of struggling with it ever since. Seems like basically, I guess the Indians would just only want like Western things. So like booze and guns would be Western things. So I guess that we're giving them the booze and guns and getting these kind of basic things. So we could get food if we had booze or guns. We have neither, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Good deal. Just let our houses get built. Just deer wandering right through the middle again. I wish this hill wasn't here. This hill is very unfortunately placed because it just kind of limits our space right here. And this is prime real estate, man. This is prime real estate. So I wish we had that. We still have some shorefront property as well. Although I kind of built this in a dumb place, maybe. We need it. Alright, get those houses going. Yeah, they're just kind of bringing the stuff over there. We still got plenty of building materials for houses, so I feel like our population can only go up. We got 18 children right now. 18 kids. That is spectacular. I'm also thinking about maybe some services. Let's look at these services. We have a well. We haven't had any fires yet. We might want to build a well. We've got a schoolhouse. Oh, did we build... Is this a one-room schoolhouse? And then what's different? Schoolhouse is, I guess, just the vanilla. A town hall would be nice. You do get, like, graphs and stuff. Used to record... it's a colonial hall. I guess it's an upgrade. Courthouse. Social justice. Uh-oh. We don't want any social justice warriors out here. A governor's office staffed by an official who collects taxes in the form of silver pfennig. Okay, so we can get silver pfennig or whatever if we get that. I was thinking more like a church. It's going to keep people happy, right? Parish house is small. A church is bigger. 30 iron. We could do that. Abbey is where they brew beer, right? They gather all this stuff by themselves. It'd be nice to have beer. That's not really what we came here for. How about health and healing? We haven't done anything with this. I think we would need an herbalist, don't we? Let's get an herbalist. We have no herbalist. And I know we still have medicine somehow. I think it's all coming from the gatherer's hut. Only problem with this herbalist is he's going to take up a ton of space. Like, a ton. It'd be nice if we could, like, pop him out on an island. Maybe we should just put him next to these other guys. I think we'll do... Well, no, because if the Gatherer's getting all the medicine, then what do we need that for, you know? I'm not sure. That's a bit of a pickle. You know what I think we should probably do is, like, take a look at the big picture here, guys. Let's take a look at the big picture. Capital B. It would be nice to cross this river. It would be nice to cross the river. It's going to be a little far away if we do that, but we could have, like, a forester, a hunter, a gatherer... No, a forester, a hunter, and a, whatever we just wanted, an herbalist, like, right there. I mean, we don't really have the people for that yet, though. Once we get up to, like, 10, 15 laborers, then we can think about that. Got a new merchant. What do you bring me? Cotton seeds. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in the cradle. In them old cotton fields back home. Sorry about that. I've been waiting for these cotton seeds. Been waiting. And they finally came. They finally came. And we've got them. Thank you, sir. I'm going to do a cotton field before I do anything else, I think. We have the technology. We can build it, and they will come. I'd like to build it up here, but it's kind of on a hill, isn't it? A hill's not good for that kind of thing. I tell you what, though, I don't want to just build fields right next to each other. I mean, I want them to be next to each other, but I don't want to block off our, like, road frontage, so to speak. So what I want to do here, I think, I want to go... Looks like we got a lot of deaths happening. I hope, yeah, their health seems fine. Happiness seems fine. Let's do stone roads, like, up here. And let's just see what kind of field we can do, because I know there's a bunch of different options. No, it's going to be, like... Ooh, I haven't even really looked at this menu. We should probably build a dairy, too. I'm getting distracted. This game will do that to you, I tell you what. That's an orchard, dense orchard, standard pasture. Okay, we still have this ability to do transparent fields. I'm still not sure what that means, but why don't we try one? Why don't we try a transparent field? Just see what it feels like. Looks like we can get this field going right where we want it. I like that, but how about we leave space for a path in between? That's a big-ass cotton field. I'm going to assume that that went up. Yeah, so it's transparent, meaning you can't see it unless something's planted there, which is quite cool, actually. I'm glad I mean, I guess I should have, like, put the word transparency into use and just figured it out, but, you know, a little bit dense. What can I say? Not dense, but maybe slow. Slow is the right word. I do well on tests and academic stuff, but sometimes things just, you know, they just escape me. I don't know why. But this cotton is not going to escape me, let me tell you. This cotton is mine. Should I do more labor builders? Nah, we're not in a hurry with that. This field won't take long as soon as they just, like, chop that stuff. Trisella. Hello, Trisella. Alright, we've got 19 children, man. 19 children. Our schoolhouse could actually get full. It could actually fill up. And that would be a bit of a problem. We'd have to build another schoolhouse. Easily fixed, I think. Yeah, we got people becoming students. It's gonna fill up. It's gonna happen. Do we have enough cotton farmers is what I'm wondering. It doesn't say how many we'll need yet, but we'll check back on that in a bit. How are we doing resource-wise? 62%, 81%. We've got enough stone and iron, really. We could take those people out, but I'd rather have, like, a steady trickle than just cutting them off, you know. Blacksmith's not working because he's capped out, which is fantastic. If we have 50 tools, I mean, there's no way we get back down to 0. I mean, our population's going to grow to the point where we'll need another blacksmith, or we'll just upgrade him, whatever. Got all these guys chopping up here. We have a lot of things queued up for chopping. And I suppose my builders are down here working on this road here, which involves hauling stone from all the way down here. So I can't be mad at them. I ain't mad at them. Alrighty then. There's a little stone there I missed, I guess. What do you think? You think our town's pretty? I don't know. I feel like when I play city builder games, I don't really concern myself about pretty too much. I'm more like practical. How do I do this? You know, how do I fit it together? A lot of people use this kind of thing, this kind of toy, as a means to like really kind of fantasize about like quaint little villages. And I think my house looks okay, but all these houses are different styles. Like we're gonna have to fix that eventually. What does this salt box? See, these salt box houses actually don't upgrade. They look pretty nice though, really, on their own. But it's like kind of a style difference, you know. Alright, we are back into early spring. I'm going to pause the game there so we can wrap up the video. I felt like that was a great episode because we finally got the cotton. We've been waiting for a very long time to get that. Our food continues to be stable. It's not like growing any, so we might want to kind of think about that, you know, as our population grows. That's going to tax our food more and more, but we're fine right now. And yeah, I think things are going well. 50 tools and 50 coats and plenty of iron and plenty of food. So not worried about too much right now, except all these really complex production chains that we're going to do now that we can steadily increase our population. This has been Dalsu for Dalsu Plays. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time.